In the village of Aleka, where tradition thrived under King David's rule, one woman stood apart, Princess Amaka, towering at 6 feet 5 inches. Her strength was both her greatest gift and her deepest curse. Rejected by her people, but yearning for acceptance, she found solace in the forest until a chance encounter changed everything. A trapped hunter, a life saved, a bond that defied judgment. But as love blossomed, envy brewed, threatening to upend the fragile harmony. Could Amaka's strength rewrite the rules of a kingdom, or would it forever cast her as an outcast? Let me take you through a tale of courage, love, and redemption. This is the village of Aleka. Aleka thrived under the benevolent rule of King David. Known for its vibrant tradition, Aleka celebrated beauty in all its forms, except it seemed in the case of Amaka, the king's eldest daughter. Amaka was no ordinary princess. At 23 years old, she stood head and shoulders above most men in the village. Her towering height of 6 feet 5 inches, matched by broad muscular shoulders and hands strong enough to lift a full-grown goat. Her face was striking, soft brown eyes beneath bold, arched brows, a prominent jawline that gave her an air of quiet authority, and a crown of tightly coiled jet-black hair. Yet these features were overshadowed by whispers of her unnatural physique, the result of a rare condition she had carried since birth. Despite her kind heart and unwavering generosity, Amaka was a source of unease for many. Children would stare wide-eyed, clinging to their mother's shirts, while young men avoided her altogether, fearing her strength. The rejection was a constant ache, and even within the palace, her younger sister Precious, 19, and radiantly petite, would cast disdainful glances. Precious had inherited their late mother's delicate features, almond-shaped eyes, a dainty nose, and a willowy frame. She thrived in social circles where Amaka dared not tread. To escape the burden of judgment, Amaka often retreated to the forest at the edge of Aleka. There, beneath the ancient bamboos, she found solace in the rustling leaves and the gentle melodies of birds. One humid afternoon, Amaka's solitude was broken by a distant cry. Following the sound, she discovered a man pinned beneath a massive tree trunk. He was Dyke, a hunter in his late 20s, with sun-kissed skin, an athletic build, a sharp, expressive eyes that held both fear and hope as they met hers. Without hesitation, Amaka knelt and heaved a tree away, her muscles straining against its weight. Dyke stared at her in awe. "Thank you," he murmured, his voice tingled with wonder. "You saved my life." From that moment, a bond began to form between them. Over time, Dyke grew fascinated by Amaka's strength, not as a flaw, but as a gift. As the weeks passed, Amaka and Dyke spent more time together. Dyke shared tales of his adventures in the forest, while Amaka spoke of her dreams of acceptance, love, and a life free of judgment. Their connection deepened with each meeting, and Amaka's laughter, once rare, became a regular melody in the hoods. Dyke, unlike anyone else, saw past her physical appearance. "Your strength is part of your beauty," he said, his voice firm and sincere. For the first time in years, Amaka felt truly seen. Back at the palace, Precious seated with jealousy while Amaka had endured societal rejection. She remained the rightful heir to the throne, a reality Precious long resented. Seeing Amaka's newfound happiness with Dyke only fueled her bitterness. She approached King David, spinning tales of Amaka's alleged neglect of royal duties, urging him to revoke her birthright. But King David, a man of wisdom with silver-streaked hair and a kind gaze, refused to entertain such schemes. "Amaka has faced challenges you could never understand," he told Precious. "Instead of plotting against your sister, learn from her strength." One golden evening, as the sun deepened low over the forest, Dyke and Amaka sat by a bubbling stream. He reached into his sachet and pulled out a ring carved from the very tree she had lifted to save him. "Amaka," he began, his voice trembling, "you are the strongest, kindest soul I've ever known. I do not see a princess who needs saving. I see a queen I want to stand beside. Will you marry me?" Tears welled in Amaka's eyes as she nodded, her heart brimming with a joy she had thought impossible. She accepted the ring, its rough edges smoothed by Dyke's hand, and they sealed their love with a tender embrace. As their bond grew, Dyke revealed a secret. He spoke of a sacred shrine deep in the forest, a place said to grant one's deepest wish through an ancient ritual. Though Amaka had come to embrace herself, she still yearned for the acceptance of her people. Together they visited the shrine, its entrance adorned with glowing moss and cascading vines. The ritual was simple yet profound. Amaka knelt and whispered her wish into the earth, not to change who she was, but to soften her appearance so that others might look beyond it and see her heart. When they returned to Aleka, Amaka's transformation was subtle. Her towering height remained, but her features had softened slightly, enough to quiet the judgmental whispers. Hand in hand, she and Dyke walked through the village square. Some villagers still whispered their skepticism lingering, but others shared, inspired by their courage and love. King David embraced Dyke as a son, and even Precious, though begrudgingly, offered a strained smile. Amaka and Dyke's union became a beacon of hope for Aleka. Together they worked to challenge societal norms, teaching the villagers that true beauty lay not in physical appearance, but in the strength of character and the depth of love. Amaka's journey, once marred by loneliness and rejection, became a testament to resilience, compassion, and the transformative power of being seen for who you truly are. The forest, once a sanctuary, now became a symbol of her triumph, a place where her story had changed forever.